Elon Musk conveys a critical message. You are mistaken, profoundly mistaken. Pay close attention, my cherished child. Do not skip ahead and remain until the conclusion. A significant revelation awaits you. You may believe you understand the reason this message has come before you, yet you are mistaken, very mistaken. What is unfolding is neither an accident nor a mere coincidence. It is a pivotal moment that life has been quietly preparing you for. The sudden weight in your heart suggests that deep down, you sense something is approaching, something that will fundamentally alter your understanding of the world. Stay until the end. The truth you have long evaded is about to surface. Once it does, your entire narrative will undergo a transformation. Be aware of your error regarding one essential element. The chapter you think has concluded is, in fact, still being written. There have been subtle changes happening behind the scenes, awaiting the moment you would be ready to face the truth. That moment is now. Do not rush through. Over the years, you may have felt neglected, forgotten, or dismissed, yet the reality is far more startling. A door you believed was permanently locked has been gradually unlocking from within. Someone you thought had exited your life has not only returned, but carries a message meant specifically for you. An important discovery is within reach, closer than your own doubts. Refrain from skipping ahead. Prepare for a revelation so powerful it will strike you unexpectedly. Every misstep, delay, and painful episode you attributed to your shortcomings was merely preparation. You misjudged your timeline, value, and the silence you interpreted as rejection. This silence was a strategy. The delays were to align you with your true destiny. The universe has been quietly rearranging elements beyond your perception, and they are now beginning to coalesce. Do not skip ahead. Remain until the end. What you are on the verge of uncovering will illuminate a space you did not realize you were confined to. Once this illumination occurs, you will no longer be able to ignore what lies in wait. My chosen one, do not hurry past this. A significant revelation awaits you, and you are closer to a pivotal moment that will redefine everything you thought to be true. While you grappled with self-blame and doubts about your choices, someone was quietly witnessing the storms you weathered in solitude. Truths they have carried, ones you were not meant to learn prematurely, are finally breaking through. Avoid skipping ahead. What is soon to emerge is not mere information, but a revelation that will radically reshape your understanding of your past, your mistakes, and even your fate. Open your heart and be receptive. You have profoundly misjudged who truly left your side. The person you think abandoned you did not. The one you presumed forgot you has not. The individual you assumed moved on effortlessly is still entangled in a moment that involves your presence. While you were healing privately, their silence was not an indication of distance, but of fear. Fear of losing you permanently, fear of timing their words too late. and fear of unveiling how substantially you influenced their life. Do not skip ahead. Stay until the conclusion. Something monumental lies ahead. This realization will make you understand that you were never as alone as you imagined. Remember, if you are receiving this message now, it is because you are on the cusp of a breakthrough so exceptional that few will ever experience it. The universe has tailored something uniquely for you, and it grows nearer with every moment you remain engaged. Do not skip ahead. Stay until the end. Something significant is awaiting you beyond the close of this message. You will eventually grasp why your journey had to unfold in ways that seemed unjust and painful. You were mistaken, but you are now poised for validation in the most profound way. Dear awakened soul, do not skip ahead. Remain until the end. A decisive moment approaches with an urgency you may not yet recognize. This moment will challenge your beliefs, rewrite your assumptions, and unveil hidden truths that have lingered too long. You thought you had a firm grasp on your situation, but you were wrong, very wrong. The universe did not deny your desires. It was protecting you from receiving them too soon. However, the timing is now shifting. The energy is transforming. Your story is evolving. Do not skip ahead. Allow me to express a reality few have had the bravery to share. The individual you thought no longer cared has always cared. The situation you assumed was stagnant is being rejuvenated. The opportunity you believed had passed you by is quietly making its way back to you. Your interpretation of silence as finality was misguided. It has merely served as a bridge leading you towards something greater than you anticipated. Do not skip ahead. Stay until the conclusion. Something monumental awaits you. Those who have doubted you will soon reconsider their previous underestimations of your ascent. Prepare yourself, for what is ahead may feel like the last piece of a puzzle falling into place, an understanding so profound it may momentarily take your breath away. The truth is not merely approaching. You are moving toward it. Every sign, every delay, every closed door has been guiding you precisely to this moment. Do not skip ahead. Stay until the end. Something significant awaits you as we proceed. The truth you have been evading will confront you. Dear listener, do not skip ahead. Stay until the end. You have arrived at a point where truth will begin to shake your perception of reality. The reason this message has reached you today is not mere chance. It transcends luck, timing, or coincidence. You were wrong in believing your life was collapsing. Nothing was disintegrating. It was all aligning. Now that the pieces are coming together, you are being led to comprehend what you were not yet ready to accept. Do not skip ahead. Stay until the end. And before we delve deeper, please share this message, as someone linked to your destiny may also need this truth. Listen attentively. An individual has been harboring a confession meant solely for you, something they have concealed out of fear of your dismissal. As you found yourself ensnared in overthinking, they were consumed by regret over your struggles with self-worth. They dealt with their own choices. And life is now steering both of you toward a moment you cannot avoid. Do not rush past this. Stay until the end. Something significant lies ahead. If this message resonates with you even slightly, please comment, "I'm ready," so the universe acknowledges your readiness for the imminent changes. A pivotal moment has arrived. You stand on the verge of a revelation that could entirely reshape your journey. A truth is set to emerge, one that will clarify the delays, the silence, the confusion, and the pain. What seemed like rejection was actually a redirection. What felt like loss was merely protection. Resist the urge to skip ahead. Persist until the very end. Something monumental awaits you. Prior to fully embracing this revelation, I urge you to subscribe, as the next message will fulfill what this one has ignited within you. You are entering a phase where truth begins to reveal itself. The heaviness mingled with curiosity that you are experiencing is no coincidence. It is your intuition awakening from its dormancy. For too long, you believed your narrative was disintegrating, but you were profoundly mistaken. The collapse you felt was merely an illusion. What truly transpired was the reconstruction of your destiny, one unseen brick at a time, during those moments of silence that you perceived as abandonment. Allow this realization to resonate. The person who caused you the deepest pain did not emerge unscathed. They have not forgotten. They have not distanced themselves as you might have surmised. Something you once said, did, or perhaps simply your very presence has been resonating in their mind more powerfully than they ever anticipated. Fate is drawing them back into your story, not driven by guilt, but rather by an undeniable truth that has eluded them for too long. They now find themselves pursued by their own reality. Hold tight. Do not rush forward. A significant revelation awaits your encounter, one that transcends mere apologies and closure, and is far more magnificent than the explanation you never received. A transformation is in progress. Life stands ready to present you with something you once yearned for, but in a form more extraordinary than you could have imagined. Your narrative is not stagnant. It is progressing. Once you comprehend the reasons behind the events you have experienced, your entire outlook will shift dramatically. Remain with me until the end. A profound development is approaching, steering you closer to the truth you have been subconsciously seeking. You, brave spirit, must stay engaged. At this critical moment, the hidden connections within your story will begin to clarify how intricately everything is related. You may have thought certain individuals disappeared due to your perceived unimportance, but that assumption was a grave error. Their silence was not a rejection. Rather, it was a personal struggle they were unable to surmount. They were not avoiding you. They were avoiding the truth that you challenged them to confront. Do not rush through this process. The truth lies closer than you might realize. Allow this awareness to settle within you. There is someone who has borne the burden of unspoken words aching within their heart. They replay cherished memories with you, wishing they had expressed their true emotions instead of responding with apprehension. Life is now urging them back toward you with an irresistible pull. You once believed the door to your connection was locked. However, behind it, someone remained poised to open it. Do not overlook this. Something momentous lies ahead. You will come to appreciate just how profoundly your presence has impacted someone who seemed unaffected. As the alignment begins to form, paths that previously diverged are subtly converging once more. The timing that once escaped you is now finally in sync with your heartbeat. A moment is quietly, yet powerfully coming together, promising the clarity you have long sought. Stay until the end. Something significant is on the verge of revealing itself, illuminating the meaning of this returning truth and its implications for your future. My destined companion, I urge you to stay engaged. The moment you have sensed without fully grasping is now beginning to reveal itself. You may have thought everything you lost had disappeared for good, but you were mistaken, very mistaken. Nothing has truly exited your life. It has merely awaited the right moment when you were strong enough to embrace it without fracturing once more. The universe is not punishing you. It is preparing you. The weight in your chest is a signal that a truth is striving to break free. Absorb this carefully. There is someone who once lingered at the edge of your story but hesitated to commit, not out of indifference, but because they cared too deeply. They were unprepared for the depth of your spirit, the purity of your intentions, and the strength of your presence. Thus, they retreated, framing it as their choice while simultaneously escaping emotions they felt were beyond their control. Yet, life does not allow unresolved truths to remain buried indefinitely. Commit to this narrative. Something substantial is drawing near, associated with a confession, yet to find the courage to reach you. The two paths, once divided by fear, regret, and silence, are now magnetically being pulled toward a shared destination once again. This alignment is not by coincidence. It signifies that a significant message, a meaningful conversation, or an unexpected moment is on the verge of unfolding, one that will elucidate the necessity of the dismantling that preceded your reconstruction. Do not expedite past this moment. Stay until the conclusion. A monumental enlightenment awaits you. In the upcoming phase, the silence that has enveloped them will begin to reveal the truth. Dear soul, do not overlook this. Stay until the end, for a profound truth is within reach, one that has sought to connect with you for months. The pieces that once seemed elusive are now aligning into a pattern so distinct it may astonish you. You may have believed someone left due to apathy, but such a notion was misguided. They withdrew because their feelings exceeded their ability to manage them. Their emotions swelled beyond their courage, compelling them to retreat rather than confront the truth. Do not dismiss this. The truth is finally emerging into the light. Allow your heart to embrace this understanding. This person has been shouldering an unseen burden, a lingering regret that disturbs their peace. They silently revisit their moments with you, pondering how different things might have unfolded had they chosen to voice their feelings sooner or stayed a while longer. You believe they had forgotten you, yet they hold details that you struggle to recall. You thought of yourself as merely another chapter in their life, yet you were the pivotal turning point in their narrative. Do not neglect this reality. Stay until the end. A significant moment is on the horizon, tied to a confession that has been brewing within them like an impending storm. Prepare yourself for this change. Life is orchestrating events that will compel both you and them to confront what has long been hidden. A message or a pivotal moment will emerge. Remain attentive. You will recognize it when it arrives. Such clarity will dissolve every doubt you have harbored. The truth is not merely approaching. It is imminent. Do not overlook this. Stay until the end. A monumental revelation approaches, and the next segment will unlock what has quietly been unraveling. My enlightened heart, do not disregard this. Stay until the conclusion. What you are about to hear will respond to every lingering question that has unsettled your mind. You might have thought the silence signified the end of the story, but that belief was profoundly flawed. This silence was not a conclusion. It was a pause before the revelation of the truth, which is now tantalizingly close. The person who distanced themselves did not simply disappear. They paused. They found themselves frozen in an unfamiliar place, hoping that time would bestow the courage necessary to confront their emotions for you. Do not ignore this. The reality is unfolding before you. Engage with this message, not merely with your ears, but with your entire being. An unforeseen moment is approaching, one that is both unplanned and undeniable, where you will face the truth behind their absence. Their departure was not rooted in disinterest. Rather, it stemmed from an overwhelming emotional turmoil. You ignited feelings within them that they were unprepared to address. While you were consumed with self-blame, they grappled with their own sense of inadequacy in maintaining resilience. Do not overlook this. Stay engaged until the very end. A significant realization awaits you, one that will illuminate the understanding that you were never the problem. Instead, you served as a mirror that reflected their authentic selves. Fate is now presenting itself. Life is aligning both of you for a moment that will feel like the universe is resuming a narrative that never truly reached its conclusion. A message, a meeting, or an unexpected sign is forming in the background, preparing to enter your reality. Do not dismiss this. Remain until the end. A monumental shift approaches, gradually unveiling the truth behind their return. My beloved heart, do not disregard this. Stay with it until the conclusion. Something profound is on the horizon. You are entering a realm where truth can no longer remain hidden. That energy you sense now, the warmth welling within you, the tightness in your chest, these sensations are not products of your imagination. They signify alignment. You may have concluded that their silence indicated a lack of interest, but you were gravely mistaken. Their silence was a battle against the powerful emotions you stirred within them. They were uncertain of how to reach out without sacrificing the version of themselves that they had grown attached to. Do not overlook this. The insight you are about to receive will change everything. Allow this truth to settle within your spirit. They have not ceased to think of you, not even for a moment. Even in their attempts to move on, they found it impossible. They tried to distract themselves, convinced that the connection was fleeting. However, the more distance they created, the stronger the pull became. You transformed into their unfinished thought, their unanswered question, and their unresolved memory. As they arrive at a point where pretense can no longer be sustained, the truth they have evaded for so long demands to be spoken. Do not rush through this. Remain until the conclusion. A significant revelation awaits you. The universe draws closer, and a fated encounter is emerging on the horizon. A dialogue, a message, or a pivotal moment is about to unfold, one that will compel them to reveal their true emotions. The cycle is nearing completion. The loop is closing, and the truth will surface with an intensity both of you cannot ignore. That which once seemed ambiguous will soon become clear. Do not rush. Stay until the end. A considerable revelation is on the verge of emerging. In the following sections, you will discover precisely what this reconnection is preparing to unveil. My evolving spirit, do not rush. Remain until the conclusion. A profound revelation lies ahead. You are entering a phase where hidden emotions will begin to surface. The truth you have sensed, subtle yet significant, is beginning to gravitate towards you. You believe they had forgotten you, but that was a significant misjudgment. Their silence was not indicative of absence. It served as a barrier, one that safeguarded emotions too intense for them to acknowledge previously. Do not rush. The truth is primed to reveal itself. When it does, the uncertainties you have clung to will vanish instantaneously. Allow this to materialize within you. This individual has been wrestling with an internal tempest, a profound emotional upheaval because of the intensity of their feelings for you. Although they sought to suppress it, feelings of this magnitude do not dissipate. They intensify. You were never a fleeting moment. You were a pivotal turning point in their journey. Each time they believed they had moved on, a memory of you returned. Your words, your essence, your energy. Do not rush. Stay until the conclusion. A significant revelation awaits you. The truth has grown too heavy for them to contain. And now destiny begins to whisper. A transformation is underway, subtle yet profound. The gap between you is narrowing. The silence is starting to shatter. The universe is orchestrating events to guide both of you toward an inevitable realization. A message, a sign, or an unexpected moment is forming, one that will finally expose what they have suppressed for so long. Do not rush. Stay until the end. A significant revelation lies ahead. In the upcoming sections, the truth they have feared to admit will resonate loudly, silencing their apprehensions. My transformed being, do not rush. Remain until the conclusion. A considerable revelation is on the horizon. You have reached a moment where the truth no longer lingers in the shadows. It is advancing both gently and assertively. You thought this person had seamlessly distanced themselves from you, but that assumption was profoundly flawed. They did not withdraw. They collapsed under the weight of emotions they struggled to understand. Rather than confronting the depths of their feelings, they chose to flee. Do not rush. What is evolving now signifies the termination of their retreat. Embrace this truth in your heart.